That is the story of this series. Two teams who need to prove that they belong in that podium finish, that they can go on a deep bracket run here. And it all starts game one.
A Sunstrike to start things off. Omar will take the first blood on Miro. Nigma start their TI debut over the last 5 years in a hot way.
Sumail Invoker versus the Pure Lone Druid. These are two players who, when you put them on this hero on a TI stage, they can absolutely just 1v5. We've seen the damage Sumail can inflict at TI. He is one of the greatest TI main stage killers in Dota history, and this is one of the ultimate late game heroes, and we saw what Pure can do on this Lone Druid when he had that Tundra run. He was the best Lone Druid player in the world at that time.
Despite all that TI experience, this team is coming into this matchup as underdogs, right? Matched up against BB Team, a team who has also been working year over year over year. Particularly the duo of Pure and GPK have been working together for quite some time. They have been hunting this Aegis for so long together, and while they have had success in various tournaments, they just always cannot seem to close it out when it comes to TI.
Whoa, who's the underdog here?
I think it's Nigma. Do you think otherwise?
I don't know about that. I have rated this team pretty highly all season, Austin. I think they are here to prove you wrong, but this is going to be a really tight match. As you said, I think both teams have a lot on the line, a lot of experience to go into it, and it's just about who brings more here today to try and push forward. Already, look at the way these lanes are shaping up. This Lone Druid is suffering on this lane early. That said, they can get aggressive on this lane, particularly those levels 3 through 5. You get the higher bear up. You can start to lay into noob. There's not a lot of sustain on this lane. I do think Nigma have answers for the Lone Druid in the mid game, particularly the Phoenix, the Beastmaster. If you want to just roar, go into him. Evoker Alacrity on Troll. Troll is a great hero versus the Lone Druid if he can just lay into the bear, take him out. I don't think this Lone Druid is a complete gotcha pick, but it could absolutely give BB Team a lot of tempo in this lineup. You combine it with the Abad and you start pushing down towers. You go high ground early in this game. We have not seen it a lot this TI, but it is absolutely in the cards here for BB Team if they can come out with a strong laning phase and gain a lead.
And what about our other side lane? Who do you give the advantage to in this matchup? Troll Phoenix versus the Wind Ranger Abaddon.
Troll Phoenix is a really strong lane. This is a lane that was run by China 2 or 3 years ago. They just spammed it. It's probably the best carry to get Phoenix through the laning phase. Nowadays, this hero is stronger, so the help goes a long way, but Save is he's a Wind Ranger master, man. He's probably the only guy at this tournament who's going to bust this out on the 4 position. I'm a big fan of this hero. Nobody, when you pick it, nobody on your team in a pub is a fan of you picking it. But once you perform, you prove them wrong. This guy knows how to execute on this hero. He can do a lot in these team fights, particularly if you land those shackles. Can absolutely be one of the best stuns in the game. He has that kill shot to put through. Can be a really annoying spell for Troll. Keep that in mind, right? This is a hero that likes to get low, try and pop ult at some of these last minutes. You get kill shot down, you're just out of that fight completely. I think this off lane is pretty strong for BB Team. I think BB Team is going to pull ahead in these lanes over the 5 to 10 minute mark, even if some of the early waves are a little rough for them.
And they are already doing pretty well for themselves, particularly that mid matchup. GPK is taking that one heavily. 21-5 CS score. Sumail rivaling him in denies, but a little bit behind in the CS. Another crash. Omar trying to go after the kill on a Pure before he himself dies. A scare back into the bear. They get the kill, and the Lone Druid does not go down. Now Katomi, he's going to take a lot of damage for this one. It's a strike. Pure, he didn't see that coming. Where was the communication?
Did not call it out, just stood in place. Sumail drives it home. Huge win for him off that mid lane because he was losing that lane slightly to GPK. Meanwhile, Miro did get the kill on Ghost top. That was a huge pickup for this dual off lane for BB Team. And this Abaddon is going to have a really strong laning phase out of the gate. I mean, it's a great Abaddon game. You're removing Phoenix debuffs, you're removing Invoker debuffs, an annoying hero to all in if you're Troll, at least in the early and the mid game. You give him this kind of laning phase, that's where that tempo is going to come from. Got to look for more Sunstrike kills if you are Nigma Galaxy.
Now, we heard some of the experts talk about GPK. For you, is he the mid laner of all mid laners when it comes to that first 5 to 10 minutes, you think? Oh, Miro. He's going to be run down here. They may have gotten that sneaky kill on Ghost earlier. Miro limping away, and they try and gift another Sunstrike over to Sumail. This one will not find its mark.
This is going to be a fast game because everybody wants some early kills to try and either build the tempo or dissuade it. Going for another bear kill would be super valuable if you get it here.
Level it up, but it's still a little bit exposed. Feed over a Lotus to make sure the bear stays alive, and they keep that bounty out of Noob's hands.
That's a huge bear kill. You got to remember, he died to Sunstrike, came back, insta-resummon, so that's a 90-second cooldown on that bear if it goes down right now.
I mean, even if it doesn't die, if he's scared of losing the bear and can't use it to CS properly, that's going to have its toll, right?
Oh, absolutely. You just want to keep the Lone Druid levels down. You want to make sure that the Disruptor has to sit here and babysit him more and more. You give Lone Druid solo XP, the hero absolutely runs away with it.
Katomi's making a break for that power rune, but is going to be shadowed by Omar, so we're going to see a clash here in 5 seconds over these power runes. Both mids moving over to the bottom lane. Trying to threaten it. It is not going to spawn bottom, and that means GPK is going to be in some trouble here, and he is surrounded on both sides. He gets up to the high ground and will manage to get away.
No Sunstrike mana.
Yep,
all those thrown out earlier.
Not enough mana for it. It'll be quite a few more seconds till it's back up.
At least you take the rune away from GPK. That's a win in itself. C-Save take it up top. It was a regen. Would have been a really nice one for this Shaker, given all the attrition he's taken in the lane. But JH was up there, forced the issue. Now you're looking at those Wisdom Shrines. 7 minutes, fast approaching here. And Noob is starting to power up. I mean, this Beast he's got the best laning phase of everybody when it came down to it. Double pour up, going into the Dom. Miro suffering still at the hands of the Troll.
Yeah, unsurprising that Miro is not able to equalize that CS count. No way he can keep up with this Beastmaster. This matchup is just way too difficult. He can handle the Phoenix, but he can't handle the Troll on top of that.
I like Nigma Galaxy's draft this game.
Man.
I think they have a lot of potential to shut this bear down.
Good try. They threw out the scan to try and track that kill, but it would have been quite the miracle to land that one.
I mean, that would have been a beauty. Takes a few warm-up ones, you know.
That's true.
Sumaili's not been on the main stage for a little bit. You gotta give him a little time here.
Pushed out of position. Katomi still has fence to be able to block himself. And Pure, ooh, little miss micro there. Resummons his bear, though. Not going to be punished.
Does create an opportunity, though. Like, every time you resummon this bear in the early laning phase, as we see those shrines split, if you're Nigma Galaxy, you're thinking, can we gank this guy? Can we kill him? Take him or the bear off the map for a long time and get the tower pressure with the Beastmaster. This is the biggest pressure point on the map right now. BB team need to think about support rotating through the gate, and in fact, Nigma Galaxy, they're bringing both through that gate. They're bringing GH and Ghost to the party.
Oh, this is gonna hurt real bad. If Pure dies here, loses another bear, it's on cooldown for 95 seconds. He cannot afford to go down here. He does have a 6. He pops a true form. Still going to be a lot of damage. They still might be able to overwhelm him. Get some help from GPK, but he's still slain. GPK takes out Noob while the trade out is there on Pure. Now trying to run down Omar as well. GPK will collect the extra kill on top of that. It's a 1-for-2 exchange. The bear is going to be on cooldown for a bit. Avery, is that worth a 1-for-2?
Have a bear, but look at the gold injection for this Earthshaker. GPK got massive. So much off that save, got a lot off of that coming into the fight.
Then you might just die in the Echo Slam.
You have to just kill him before he goes and does the stack. Nigma do not have good stack contests this game either. Sumail, you're up very far versus a Glimpse. Not enough heroes in the vicinity, though. Nigma Galaxy bringing the support. I mean, the Helms are going to start to add pressure to this map. You have Forge Spirits, you have the Invoker Helm, you have the Beast Boars, you have the Beast Helm. You have a Troll who can push a tower on his own. BB team are really going to be split trying to defend all of these tier 1s in the early game.
Yeah, this is a cool idea. Pressuring the mid lane because the Beastmaster puts enough pressure on bottom.
This is where the big pressure in the early game can come from. Don't group up, just pressure all 3 lanes at once. Force this BB squad to split up. Their lineup does not have a lot of mobility in this early game. They don't have a lot of heroes that can stand on the lane against the Roar into the Sunstrike. We're already seeing it. Everybody got kicked out of bottom. These are scary early game moves for BB team to respond to. And like you said, if you use Echo on the stack here, you're not going to have it for a tower defense.
Frankly, I think they had to do it. Because if the Beastmaster comes into mid, they take that mid tower, your jungle is completely open for the taking potentially. Katomi, he's going to be in some trouble here. There goes that Echo Slam. Oh, look at that.
The Slugger hits.
All the hits from the Ancients go flying in. A Sunstrike barely off the mark. Misses out on the Wind Ranger. Not that he would have died. Kataomi hoping to pull another core out of position here as a glimpse is up in 1 second, but too much pressure from these helmets.
As the Lone Druid tries to catch up.
And here comes that Blink Dagger rotation. They may not have the Echo Slam, but they can just bring Ghost down to half without much trouble and pull him back into the Static Storm for no chance at an ultimate.
Perfect usage of the first ult here from the Disruptor. I mean, this is going to be the best target for so much of this game until he has BKB online. You lock this Troll and Static Storm, easy pickings.
Now you use the Echo Slam, you show GPK top, 100% you're losing this mid tower. So Nigma Galaxy are still going to get something for it, and we could give an advantage.
This game is so even. They are within 2 XP of each other coming into this 12-minute mark. These Wisdom Shrines are going to mean a lot. I mean, I don't think I've seen a closer experience gain in the early game. Just brawling it out. Pure trying to lend a little help to control this mid lane against some of the summons. Not the most efficient use of his time, but he's scared to go and show against his Beastmaster. You get roared from the tree line into Sunstrike, you're just dead. His reactions with the ulti this game are going to have to be on point as we go later and later.
Just because every single time he just from a distance, Fissure pops Enchant Totem. The aftershock plus the Fissure damage just takes out the whole way.
You also have to be scared about grouping into a fight with all these summons against Echo.
He's playing it.
Is really
he's playing
good
behind
right
this tree on the high ground. They know he's here, but it's not going to be a fast kill. Not what they're looking for. They certainly have a glimpse available, but he gets off the roar first. Now they have to pull him back into the Static Storm, and he's certainly dead. But the rest of Nigma Galaxy is on their way. Can they get a good team fight out of this? Tornado's going to go down. Noob's not gone yet. They pop the Supernova. The Bear, it just cannot seem to find the kill, and they get a kill out of it without losing Noob.
A sick dead shot from Omar. Push that Shaker away, buys more time. Nigma Galaxy bailing their offlaner out. They are losing some damage on the mid tower, but the positioning from Noob was on point there. No easy Shaker blink. GPK's move gets shut down. That's what you're looking for. Little Helm cleanup.
Speed slow. I saw a couple times Pure just didn't get a hit in.
You're a bit concerned in terms of he likes to join these early fights. He likes to make his way into that 15-25 minute period and have impact. I just don't know if he could do it this game in terms of the matchups unless BB can find those support. I have some faith in Pure's super late game Lone Druid.
Okay.
This hero is terrifying late game. We see what Ghost can do with it.
Tornado catch and push him into the meteor.
The back
6-5, and the pressure does continue with a pick off on a support. A little bit of damage on the tier 2.
Up in this game, you put Alacrity on him, he's going to be an absolute beast in the fight.
Trying to slow down Miro's push. See if Omar can get the deny here. Combined with GH, they do get it. Dead shot back, double hits from the supports, and a denied tower.
Defended against the early Shaker power pretty well here. We have not seen GPK find a substantial opening after he cleared that stack, got the big kill, got the Blink Dagger up. You got the 1 kill top, but that not getting what he wants out of this period when he's super strong right now.
In a way, it feels like these the pressure on all these towers makes it even harder, right? All these lanes are shoved in. How's your Shaker ever going to be out on the map finding this troll? Because he could be anywhere.
Jump and initiate on. Hard to find glimpse targets right now. And the mid lane has been a big issue. BB team have had struggles pushing this mid lane out.
Small opportunity, but not enough backup there. Spots the Lone Druid.
Outpace them here. Early defusal on the Abaddon, and not a conventional item. He's looking to ramp his own damage and control in the fight.
But now he's in trouble. Nice use of the Hurricane. That extra bit of distance in the Echo Slam. It found Samil's Invoker. In trouble. Half HP, a power shot. That's not going to do it. Getting a bit of a helping hand from his supports. Oh, and the backside here. He gets right on top of Samil with the bear, but he can't hit him right now. He's got to get it. Oh, he just follows him, gives him the vision from the power shot, and save, he don't miss. GH, he may have popped that supernova, but he's come back in. His second life isn't going to do him a bit of good. BB team, they rout Nigma Galaxy on this one.
GPK finally getting that connection he was looking for on the biggest target of that Invoker before the BKB will come out. That's when this Vessel is going to give you the maximum value. They're smoking up, trying to do just that. Would love a big core kill off this smoke committal.
Backing up the Lone Druid as he pushes out top. Kataomi and GPK barreling through this jungle area. Anything they pop in should be a glimpse kill. They run into Noob.
He's so
now he is so tanky. He hasn't even popped a pipe yet. He's not going to go down easy. While the Disruptor on the front lines, that's going to be the easier pickup perhaps. Needs a little bit more damage. One more hit is all it should take, but can't quite find it. Meanwhile, Miro locked down, but he still has his ultimate. He's okay for now. They turn back, deal with the Granite Golem, and go back to Ghost, who still has his ultimate. He's okay for now, but as you said, the BKB timing for Nigma Galaxy is so crucial. They don't have to force this. They don't have to try and defend this Tormentor if they just want to wait for this extra 1,500 gold. But no, aggression. Name of the game for Nigma Galaxy. They re-smoke up. And Noob trying to give them the opening, trying to find something.
This could be a tough contest. Your Beastmaster's just so low. Doesn't have pipe for another 15
Omar, he's
seconds.
going to break. Pure's in this the jungle area, but he's already popped his true form. He's too tanky to get initiation on. Sumail goes in for the side. They find the Disruptor, and they do manage to bring him down. While Miro, he doesn't have his ultimate this time around. Popped that earlier. They're backed him in the Tormentor. There's nowhere to run to. They're kind of to a corner. They just got to TP away and hope it works out for him. Miro trying to deny himself. He gets the deny.
But what about
a sick little play, but the carry, it's going to be both him and his little dog too. They both die.
Nigma Galaxy's attack points in that fight were so damn good. You had Sumail and Ghost flanking from the back, cleaning up the weak supports, threatening the Abaddon who didn't have ult. This bear ran into the Phoenix and the Beastmaster. You run into him, he's so tanky. He had Granite Golem, he had pipe, 2,500 HP.
Oh, trying to get the glimpse back. GH is too quick for now. Oh, and he gets over until the power shot, until GPK. There's just no way out for old GH.
And they're giving it to the
Manta, yeah. BB team, this seems pretty clear that their mid-game timing is just not going to hit.
No,
there's just no way they can end the game.
They're going to have to try and scale in this game right now. Which means going
especially if Nigma Galaxy is strong enough to just do Roshan, which they won the last fight, and now they have BKBs. Now they're hitting their really strong timing. There's no way you could stop this.
Well, we talked about BB team's tempo, but this Nigma lineup can also very easily go high ground early here. That mid-game window with first or second Roshan, again, Alacrity Troll with Beastmaster Auras behind him, Forge Spirits, a lot of summons. As long as you don't give up a massive Echo Slam, these tier 2s and potential tier 3 sieges all in the menu. But obviously that's a ways away. It's going to be a strong Aegis period for Nigma Galaxy. Up 6K, looking to expand that lead. They would love to let Ghost take some tier 2s while they smoke and try and find something else on the map. I like that they're looking for that right now. Their catch is not the greatest, but they can absolutely run heroes down.
GPK spotted by the Fisher. Omar's going to find him, and he gets a dead shot in time. GPK trying to run it out. Noob, Primal Roar, not even required to collect the killing spree on GPK.
Amp damage Shaker taken off the map. Super valuable here. It's going to let you push the lanes a lot more aggressively. The summon shove continues to oppress the lanes for BB team. I just don't think I've seen this mid lane across the river for Radiant here.
No, and it probably won't really change.
And every time you can't get that out, the enemy can make better moves than you can. Sumail looking for the solo pickup here.
Yeah, it just means you have to do stuff like this. Kaitomi kind of has to just run out there, push out a wave, because they're trying to buy time. But Nigma Galaxy, they've got a tight hold on this game. Not letting the lanes push out very...
Thing feels pretty bad. They'd rather just group up at this point behind the Troll and push. The Invokers need more economy out of the map in the meantime.
Oh, but if they catch... Oh, my God.
That is the...
What is this position?
Yeah, that's an interesting place to just park it.
Don't make a noise. Don't breathe. They were right behind you.
I will say this Ghost Walk is also really slow. This isn't like the super fast Wex Ghost Walk where he's speeding around the map with bots or anything like that. So the Invoker's ability to chase this bear pretty limited. This bear's...
Yeah, I think the damage is already done. It's been like a minute and a half, 2 minutes of him splitting the map on you.
You can't chase it.
He's killed 3, 4 couriers. He's taken out like 10 different waves.
Just stealing farm in front of you. Gotta go for the permanent.
Oh, he doesn't have the roar. It's on cooldown. He's actually got the bear.
Yep, there's one. And
one down, another to go.
Send it back out. You made them all go to the part of the map where you weren't. Now you're going to farm the rest of it.
What's going on? Aren't you in a way forced to just barrel down high ground? Hope for the best? Katomi really wants to switch some show. Omar gets right in there just at the last half second. takes away the Wisdom Shrine and claims the kill. Experience and up 8,000 net worth. Just the question is, how good are they at being able to close out the game? Here comes Ghost, and nice dead shot from across the way. Stops Miro. Miro will do his best to create as much time, hoping that Amanta will give him a little bit more. Nope, locked down by Ghost for too long.
Map is starting to shrink a little bit. Every pick off Nigma Galaxy.
Having that many heroes up to that side of the map, just all the way up there at the top, right? It's like,
it's also
if they don't find this bear, it's going to feel really bad. But Pure is getting greedy. He wants the tier 2.
You should find it here.
And he doesn't have the roar again.
Is a 5-man smoke worth a bear when he has a resummon?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, you have to roar it. He can't afford this chase to go on too long. He still gets the...
I mean, you'll take it, but it's a little awkward timing.
Tormentor?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
That's a pretty cool play. I mean, that shows you what Tormentor is worth. If you're willing to invest that kind of time, that many heroes. Oh, no, Cataclysm. Save. He wasn't sure if that TP was going to get him out of there in time, but now he's just got to lead Nigma Galaxy. Ooh, that dead shot so close. He gets through the gate, and he might be Galaxy, who clearly, I mean, they have full control of the map. They could have taken it as soon as it spawned. Miro sneaking by them again. Oh, spotted by Omar, but not in time.
Especially without any BKBs on your heroes, right? You have a BKB list lineup. Very hard to man up in the Phoenix spells right now, and Nigma Galaxy know it.
Well, we're going to have one of the ultimate carries of Dota 2 with a Battle Fury, BKB, MKB, SNY, Aegis at 33 minutes, soon to be Satanic, so he's high ground. Let's see what happens.
The difficulty with the high ground is you are going to get ratted. And this is a very high damage rat. I don't think.
And you know Noob is willing to roar that bear to stop it. And they brought 5 heroes back to kill that bear.
I mean, you see the lines instantly drawn. They also just got Ags on the Disruptor, and we saw a Refresher on the Shaker. So the AoE teamfight control from BB Team is online. You cannot clump into this lineup.
Miro's stuck. He goes to the TP, but spotted. Omar's just always there. This Huerta has worked out beautifully for Nigma Galaxy due to all the rat action that's been happening. Miro, again, just trying to create as much time as possible. His team immediately pushing out mid, pushing out top, but his life is forfeit.
Let's see what Nigma do with this. 60 seconds, no abad, no buyback, a very high ground into Refresher, Shaker, Ag, Static Storm. There's a shard on this Wind Ranger as well. Look for that Gale Force. It can drag you in. You can get Fissure blocked.
There's the Echo. First one goes down. Trying to get a quick kill and refresh, and they take out the Troll. That's the Aegis. A second life, and they do not go for the Static Storm play. I thought maybe that second life, Kataomi would try and get there. They try and get a glimpse back, and they do manage to get the Static Storm on him. No BKB. Can they burst him down fast enough, though? Half HP, gets out of the Static Storm, and free to use the BKB. Not required, though. The damage simply isn't there from the BB team. And in fact, the bear is the one to die here as it's dead shot back into Ghost.
That Crimson Guard off Noob blocked so much of the bear damage.
Shackle shot goes down. Oh, and the push in on Ghost. That's a dangerous position, but he got off the BKB and he got off the ultimate. That second bear is gone. He's going to be pulled into the base. Zane trying to be protected by the Infonic Shield, but he cannot get away. Miro, he'll take some of the damage for now. A quick buyback out from the Wind Ranger as they need every bit they can to deal with the carry of Ghost. But Ben Cataclysm comes in and wipes out Miro. Another man down. 4 left. Call it 3 with no bear on the lone Druid. Nigma Galaxy have full control of this base for now.
How far will they push it? Satanic is flying in for Ghost right now. You get this on him, he heals up, put another Alacrity. You keep going here.
Power shot after power shot. Ghost, he'll out-heal it. Satanic builds him back up the full. And now what do? No Echo Slam for 25. No Bear for 30.
Don't have the damage right now. Nigma Galaxy know it.
It's got to be a second lane of barracks. Seemingly nothing BB team can do to stop this.
You can block him off, you can pull him in, but you cannot bring this troll down right now. Not with the auras he has behind him. GBK just getting hounded by Forge.
One strong bear.
It is the
with a
age-old
BKB.
question. I mean, this is where you trust your instinct as a lone Druid player. Sumail gets caught.
And they caught Sumail. Sumail thought he was fishing for a bear kill. Instead, he is the fish. Victim of the bear and company.
That's a nice bait. I mean, that's like mentality, right? This bear has been hunted all game. If you're Nigma Galaxy, you're used to just being able to commit on it for free. There's no one around. Guess what?
Find yet another push. Looking for another pickoff. I mean, they get another one that maybe they could actually get Roshan for themselves.
Smartest hero we've ever seen.
No.
He'll figure it out.
Grand total 52 intelligence. Runs into Miro. GPK. Little Fisher goes out. And you know Ghost he's got his finger just hovered on either
Early
the BKB button or that battle trance. The glimpse, it made him skittish. He thought he was being pulled back into a static storm.
You can't blame him for that. I mean,
that Nigma Galaxy, they have the advantage. Cataclysm scouting things out. They have the advantage, right? They have the outpost advantage. They have the net worth advantage. So they can play off of buybacks.
Move.
It doesn't break.
I mean, the thing is, there's Aeon Disc. At least one on this Phoenix. There's Troll with that hard dispel. You cannot jump the Shaker first. There's just no way it's going to work out for you.
So they back away.
Especially without the Disruptor Blink.
BB team, there is still this mid lane that's pushing in. Top is also pushing in because the helm of the Overlord.
A little bit.
Yeah. So they've got to start showing some pieces around the map.
But again, farm for the bear right now. Nigma Galaxy just in a standoff.
Yeah, they're going to set up for top Roshan.
Kill this bear up here.
Little high ground ward. Here comes the bear. Attempted kill. It's got the Outworld Staff. Savage Roar, 3 seconds. And Ghost is keeping his distance here. He's going to make sure that Savage Roar does not stop him from claiming this pickup.
So there's the first resummon. B for the bear. This is the biggest power spike for him in this game. You run this thing in, you BKB, it is going to do some serious damage.
I think BB team is happy with the way the standoff is going currently. Nigma Galaxy are the ones who do need to kind of force things.
Might not be too happy about this.
Roshan roars. The bear will TP in. And it'll start checking out the pit. Cataclysm goes out. Maybe it'll just jump in. All in after Ghost. The Cataclysms are coming in, but Ghost is already gone. A quick buyback going to be used. It maybe costs him a bear. Yep, there goes the bear. It's a dead shot. Through the bear, hits 2 heroes. Nice shot from Omar, but it doesn't undo the damage that was done. Ghost, he lost his buyback, and now he desperately needs that Aegis.
Nigma are all in on this Roshan. Concerning fight for GPK, though. Again, this is not an easy fight for the Shaker going into the calling.
They can't do anything about it, right? He's got BKB, he's got strong battle trance. They jump over the Echo Slam. They force the BKB, and the Aegis will be dropped. Ghost picks it up immediately. BB team, no, they just cannot contest here. They can play for the high ground, but they say, Nigma Galaxy, they use that buyback on the Troll. It's not even guaranteed they're going to do anything with this Aegis in the first place.
Not confident to go without Static Storm here, without the Troll buyback.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Nigma Galaxy fans, I know they don't have the confidence in it. Little Outworld Staff got out the BKB. He really wants to try and hold that refresher still. Oh, he actually already used the refresher. Just noticed that. So
that was his last bear for 40.
Yeah.
He loses it there. BKB forced. And there's the Ags for the Phoenix.
Big pickup.
That's a big one here, especially when you have that Aether Lens.
I mean, with level 20, or I guess level 3 Ultimate, 10 hits. What are the chances that BB team can deal with the egg?
0. On disc on that Phoenix, so it's really difficult to jump GH first.
Sure.
This could be a incredibly pivotal item purchase. If you could bail the Troll out.
Clearing through the trees, noob. Doesn't have a stun for it. The Hawk not acting fast enough. Sickening feeling in my gut, Avery. Because a 3,000 net worth lead is all they are left with right now, and another pickoff has completely killed their net worth lead. A force staff back up to the high ground, and this is now approaching an even ball game.
Can't give up freebies like that. And you're right, the gold swing in the last 5 or so minutes here has been drastic. Not only that, but the buybacks available for BB team, they basically have them all. You go in a high ground situation, you're going against 10 lives, not 5.
Grandmaster, you start feeling really bad. I mean, your build was correct. You got this wonderful pipe that gave you so much of the early team fight, but if this game starts going another 10, 20 minutes, this is a bad hit.
Can still absolutely find his mark, but I mean, you are just looking at this Bear vacuum up the map. The network.
Nigma Galaxy, they're going to go and sneak a little high ground push here with a banner, and a minute and a half left on this Aegis. Now's the time. You said,
do or die.
Now's the time to go for that high ground. Nigma Galaxy, if they want it, they've got to do it the hard way. Pushed into BB Team space, the tier 3 gone. The Fisher leads things off, nullifier placed onto him. Activates the Satanic. Just trying to stall, hoping that they can get through this minute. That the Aegis protects Ghost and be able to all-in him. A Bear almost going down. Savage Roar pushes him away just in time before it falls. But that leaves Ghost. He just runs back up to the high ground. Here comes Cataclysm. Ooh, not that much damage. Oh, and the Echo changes. He's gone. And on the second life, here comes the Static Storm. Where's going to be the save? It's all DGH now, and he's got the Supernova save. He bails out his carry Ghost, and BB Team, now they're the ones on the run, as a fresh life Ghost will approach the stage with no Static Storm to stop him. Another Echo Slam, almost the first damage, but he got him the Battle Trance. GPK, his Aeon Disc only protects him for so long. A refresh from Ghost. He's dealt with one. A Babak's going to be used. Can he get off another Battle Trance? He's got one more to go. Another Supernova save, and no way to stop the egg. Megas inbound now, as on another life, they'll finish off the building. BB Team will have to play against Megas in game 1.
And if you get out without being glimpsed, that is an absolute win.
Your own side. And you've got a Cataclysm going off every like 35 seconds or something. So
it's all easier said than done here.
Yeah.
Buyback for 2 minutes. And they technically are missing the Lone Druids off of a gold, but of course, his buyback is likely not consequential.
Aghanim Scepter, Shard, and whatever you want off of Roshan's keepsakes. Ghost is very, very stacked.
This Bear could blink in. Okay, he blinks it out.
Yeah, he goes for the wave. He goes for the wave. And Noob goes for the Bear. Another Roar.
See if he can get this one.
They keep on finding the Bear when Savage Roar is on cooldown, which is perfect. Another 300 gold for the team. They take the Aegis.
Maybe Gale Force, maybe some Fissure blocks.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
4 minutes on Aegis. Plenty of time here. Nigma Galaxy, you don't see the opening. You don't have to force it here. World Staff, not dodging that. No GH Spine, try and blow him up, they got him. Woo! Faster than he can Battle Trance, but here comes Noob. Aurora goes out, Cataclysm, that's gonna be denied by the Aeon Disc. Ghost on his second life. Gotta be quicker on the trigger. If he wants to stop that Echo Slam damage, he's gotta get off that Battle Trance.
Solid move.
Jump onto Noob, got the BKB out of him. That's gonna be Bloodthorn Nullifier used, and deal with the banner.
All right, this is going great for a BB Team. They're getting so much out of Nigma right now, and they're paying nothing for it.
It is. Kind of feels
gonna be. No one's locking onto this target when you go in like that if you're new.
Nice out, World Staff. Certainly helps against the Invoker. Dealing with some of the Meteor. Another Cataclysm attempted to find that Lone Druid Bear kill, but no.
60 minutes.
Interesting Meteor combo from himself. Minotaur Horn for Ghost.
Potential Bear kill. 1 of 3.
Tried to save it with the Aphotic Shield, but it has its own helmet. They actually jumped for it. But the push away at the same time made things kind of weird. Not that swift execution they were looking for, and Aeon is going to be popped on the Huerta. That's double Echo Slams.
Yeah, that was... Maybe he thought he'd get a lot more damage off the Slugger, but it felt very casual. He does have the Echo Slam cooldown, but popping Refresher there feels pretty bad. This Helm of Undying on the Bear is going to be insane if it's in the middle of the fight. That was a huge find from Pure. I mean, he gets 2 of them, so...
Yeah, pretty disgusting.
That is
an extra 100
something.
attack speed, 80 magic damage from the Audacious as well.
All right, bear number 2.
It's beginning to stack up. Oh, trying to get it out of there. They do manage to bail it out. But still, the forces are beginning to push in.
Ghost going in here.
Invaders on all sides. Ghost will push in without an Aegis. They're not going to wait for another Roshan.
They're going to jump in with Storm, though. Katayomi
They're
smokes.
certainly going to try. Shackle goes out for a second slam, but he's going to be saved. They do have the bird damage. Here comes the Roar Cataclysm, double Cataclysm, big damage. Oh, the Earthshaker, a little bit more. He gets up the Aphotic Shield, but it is not enough to save him. You're going to have to burn through some buybacks now as the Pure Bear tries to hold onto these tier 4s, but Ghost locked on with Alacrity on him. He will make short work of these tier 4s. They cannot concede. Many more of these buildings are going to have to fight. Miro tries, draws a little attention to himself. A beautiful tornado catches the Earthshaker a second time. Oh, Fallen Sky onto Miro. He jumps in and goes. He sees the opportunity. He goes to the buildings. They pop the glyph. He's going to back out for now.
You have
Providence BKB. They got the Alacrity. He can commit. He goes after save, waiting his time, waiting for the glyph. Noob is just trying to create some space so they can all in on the throne. They see their opportunity, and Echo Slam jumps in, and Fisher,
Another
a supernova save from Oma. What a save from GH, and Ghost will finish this game. 64 minutes, and it's Nigma time to put up or shut up for BB Team, because they can talk it, but can they walk it? We're here in the upper bracket. They do not want to be going down to the lower bracket so early. The big component of this squad is GPK and his supposed dominance over the mid lane, Avery.
That's a tough player to dominate in terms of the early lane, though. Sumail is not the player you can go into a series and expect to come out lane-wise victorious a lot of the time, so he has his work cut out ahead of him. But I do agree with the panel. This draft looks a lot more well-rounded for BB Team. They're not all in on this, gimmick last pick hero for Pure. They have a lot of scale, a lot of team fight, easy ways to start fights. They have the Lycan Grimstroke combination that LGD was super good with a couple of years ago. And honestly, I'm looking to the Grimstroke more than anything. This is not a hero we see a lot, but man, does it look good this game. And I think Save was playing well last game. Just Wind Ranger can only do so much, right? But this is a hero great against the Pango, great against the Tusk, and then you have some really good illusion targets in the late game. And if he gets farmed this game, Ags, Aether Lens, Blink in that late game, E-Blade, he is going to be an absolute menace.
We talked about how some of the drafting problems for BB Team, they were put in this position where they didn't win the laning phase and late game was going to be a crunch. So they kind of had to perform mid game, and they were so far behind they couldn't do that. This time around, they certainly have good late game, right? They've got the faceless forward.
Yeah.
This is the undefeated late game carry in this individual game, right?
You can always win late game with this hero. It comes down to Chronos, especially when you get 2 up, Refresher Shard off Rose, or if you get to your own Refresher, you're just broken. You're straight broken. Sometimes it can come down to you also have damage to throw in the Chrono, but this game just looks like a solid Chronosphere game. And to me, it points to Nigma need to find a little tempo here. They don't need to completely run this game over, but they want this TB to be the first hero on that network chart. They want the Furion to be first or second. They want these 2 cores to be up there so you can overwhelm BB Team with an early advantage translating into an early item advantage. That's where these heroes are going to thrive. And of course, you have the Terrorblade Lycan matchup. Like, that's why Ghost is on this hero in this game. I mean, this was a matchup where, going back to Arteezy, who loves this, see Lycan, pick Terrorblade, win game. It's that simple.
Hey, why is it that simple?
A reflection. You just, you go in every fight, you reflect this guy, you get auras, you just get free amp damage room.
Free 40% damage?
Yeah,
that sounds pretty broken on the highest base damage hero in the game.
It's just stupid. Lycan also gives you a pretty free laning phase, and you are an illusion hero that can kind of push out the map, deal with his lane pressure a little bit, and Lycan is all single target. So he's not going and threatening you, or at least your illusions in the fight. Just a very one-sided matchup. Hopefully Ghost can make the most of it when it comes down to those team fighting and getting the big reflections off. So far, though, in this early game, Pure feeling the heat again. This offlane for Nigma Galaxy overperforming, I think, in this series so far.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they killed it in the first game, and putting this much pressure on Pure early, though, Noob, I think he thought he had a kill on his hands. Omar, his There was still cooldown on his spells.
I mean, they want Pure here. This wave got pulled to a stack camp for Katayomi. Usually really nice, but Pure got chipped so much, he's having a hard time staying.
Teleport coming in from Sumail. Immediate glimpse from Katayomi, but inside of the Sprout. And the Avalanche on 2. That's actually pretty decent damage. Still, though, Pure, he thought he could go after Noob there, but way too much HP. And Pure, he's only got one single
aggro?
shared tango to deal with Omar. He takes the aggro for Noob to finish him off with the shield crash. A double for the Nigma off lane.
They are showing up on the main stage. Katayomi going to try and get a return kill, but that's a Fairy Fire full wand Tiny. You're not killing him on your own.
Yeah, Omar jukes it, so he wouldn't be able to get the glimpse back into tower range. By the time he saw the Tiny, it was too late for all that. Now, he could still get a glimpse here and have a chance, at least be able to burn through some of the regen that Omar has. Pure hits him with the time dilation, but it baits in Katayomi. Noob, he won't have the damage with the swashbuckle to finish him off. Both Omar and Katayomi will be able to walk away, but Save is not walking away from that one, at least not outside of a body bag. Nero does what he can, but ultimately it's a kill combo that he can't really do much about.
What an incredible start for Nigma in this game, too. Just straight up winning 3 lanes across the board. Huge amount of solo experience going into Sumail. He's going to have Wrath of Nature up in a couple hundred XP. Earn already online. This Fury on TP plus ult is going to be devastating around the map. When you're losing lanes, this hero just takes advantage of it. He can go anywhere, do anything. Maybe the glimpse poses a little bit of difficulty, but that would be a huge courier snipe on top of it. That's the
massive pickup. Goodbye to the Helm and an immediate tip from Noob onto Pure, who's already struggling this lane, but a big pick. Oh, nice snowball save. That rolls Sumail straight into Katayomi, though. It looks like no way out for Sumail. GPK finds that kill. Can he find his way out of this way? Turn around, coil on 2. GPK, he wants more. You gank me? Nah, son, I gank you. It's going to be a GH third kill. GPK turns it around thanks to his support's rotations.
Well, all eyes were on this man to step up, and he is absolutely delivering, salvaging this early game for BB Team. That was about to be a 3-4K lead, complete route. If that Furion gets to pop ult, TP to a side lane, you are just getting owned across the board. Instead, you get a triple kill off your puck mid. Now this puck is well ahead, and this is going to be your best playmaker. I mean, also just getting the experience for your supports here. Such a big boon. Especially going into this Wisdom Shrine, which was not a guarantee, right? You have to think about these shrines against the Furion. Now
nasty little combo that isn't supposed to be successful before Miro has his 6. But, with the help of the Nature's Prophet, they would certainly get that kill. Sumail, he's going to cut across and go after Save. Almost gets it off the reflection, but Sumail teleported in just a little bit too far left to really help Ghost claim the Grimstroke pickoff.
Nice laning pressure, though. Again, you forced the Furion to TP unsuccessfully. That's a win for you. You might get this Wisdom Shrine. Though save is really low, and GH, he's got a plan of his own. This would be a big win if you can get both shrines here. Take it away from the Grimstroke, who needs those levels.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's... He's going to let the Terrorblade illusion scout things out, see if there's a possibility. But, you know, there's no harm in trying, right? Ghost is perfectly fine solo in lane. Better that GH doesn't share in that experience, while GPK continues to pressure that mid lane off of the advantage he won from the kills, and now the Nature's Prophet rotating out of lane. Free damage on the mid tower. Next pressure point is going to be top lane, though. You almost have 6 on the Pango. You have the Furion that can come in, and GH already prepping this move. Glimpse back into Pure. The Grimstroke's going to teleport in. The Buck is trying to cut him off. They're going to go for this kill before Noob can hit his level 6. A shield crash, a big one. A giant shield, but now he's been trapped inside the coil alongside 2. A good toss over. That was beautiful. In fact, GPK's in trouble. He's got another orb up in a second and a phase shift to dodge a little bit of damage, but the urn is on him. It's ticking him away, and he will fall. Nigma Galaxy, they bring the numbers to this one, and BB Team are overwhelmed. 2 kills and a third as they find Katayomi looped around the trees, cut off by the kinetic field, but Sumail, he'll find him for another urn kill. Those charges are refunded right back into Sumail's pocket. And the vessel's flying out. Just when GPK had a good early game? No, Sumail puts you in your place. He is now the one leading the pack, making the moves. I like the idea from BB Team going on the Pango before 6, but Nigma were already set up. The fact GH is there prevents any sort of aggression. Round 2. Another save. Beautiful snowball save. Now the silence will stop at least Noob getting off his ultimate, but they've already killed the Faceless Void, and now you still get off the Rolling Thunder. bad news for BB Team, who just cannot seem to find an opening here to get a kill. They're still looking for it. Katomi's running at them, but he doesn't have glimpse.
GH's Tusk is legendary for a reason. You got to respect him on this hero. These saves have already been on point in this game. If you don't have that coil to throw out or the soulbind, which neither was available in that fight.
Dropped a ward, already spotted. Defensive sentries laid down.
Very nice here, especially with all the stacks on this triangle already being built up. BB Team committed a lot of resources to try and shut this Pango down, play through the nice Faceless Void matchup, and they just got straight rebuked. So now you're going to have to slow this game down. Look for the soulbind. Look at the aggressive positioning. We're 10 minutes in the game. They have a ward on the cliff. They have a ward around that tier 2 top. They're scouting behind these towers. They're looking for aggressive opportunities. There's a meta on a tier 1 mid. And GPK, you have got to get out of there.
As to Waiting Rift over the shards to get away, offers a high five to Sumail. Heavy investment from Nigma Galaxy. They don't find the kill, but it looks like they've got the tower.
They understand how this draft is supposed to function. Absolutely on point. Are they even going to get him
GPK,
here?
he, thanks to the Arcane Rune, still has a way out. The orb is not on cooldown for long.
But nothing is free in this game.
No.
At least you get 6 on your supports here. That's the one thing BB are getting out of this period.
Yeah, still waiting for it. They just took your mid tower, and Katomi's still trying to soak experience. He finally gets it now, but Noob, the time to isolate him is gone. The mid lane tower is gone, and Nigma Galaxy can then break apart. You see the tiny rejoining his Pango. GH guarding Ghost as he clears out through the triangle.
You also need a lot of heroes to create.
Prophet kill. Level 10 Sumail. They have the wolves on him, and he's teleporting. Where is he teleporting to? He's going to try and find Miro. Does he know he's going to be outnumbered? Does he know the 2 supports are sitting on top of this Lycan? Underneath the static storm. Now caught in the soulbind. No snowball save this time around. The double silence. The soulbind, it just lasts too long. GH, now he's going to be hit by the coil. GPK takes advantage of the situation, runs down the river, and finds the +1.
Really nice rotation from Save. Leads the pack. You get a massive soulbind. Exactly what you want against this Tusk. You want to create a situation where GH can't come in and get those snowballs due to all the roots and the AoE silences you have. Just let the Lycan go to work. Combine the damage. Let the Void farm. Like, this Faceless Void is not the hero you want to play around in this early game.
No.
It's the Grim, it's the Puck. Those are your 2 playmakers. Sumail just gets caught off guard.
You could try and time walk that off, but you're going to have to Chronosphere to stop the Rolling Thunder. But then even Omar's on the other side, and GH closes in from the other, completely surrounded.
You'll get a 2-for-1 refill those vessel charges. The pace just does not stop here. And this is not the pace of game that a Faceless Void wants, especially when the fighting is around. Really baited out on top of getting it. You always have Furion to back you up. Or just go look for the kills.
They are going to look and find Katomi. Turns around, Static Storm does what he can, but Ghost always quick to join his team. And of course, Sumail can teleport in with full confidence that with 4 heroes behind him, no matter how aggressively he's teleporting in, BB Team can't turn it around. What? They've got a Faceless Void. What are you going to do with that?
Your best combination's Inkswell Wolf right now. Not enough to win this shrine. More experience advantage for Nigma Galaxy.
That's going to be another transformation wasted for the Lycan. Shapeshifts, I mean, he used it once when he got ganked there, then a second time here trying to respond to all this aggression, but... And they were just all these heroes on the other side of the map. GH is already threatening Pure, and they even got some good damage on him there with the Wrath of Nature. Time Walk being on cooldown. Can't undo that. Okay. Sinking into the meta that was developed in the road to TI, right? Very slow games, not really these fast run-you-over pace, but Nigma Galaxy are showing they're able to buck their trend, and a toss will put a stop to that. No Rolling Thunder needed. Meanwhile, on the other side, a coil does find GH, and he will meet his end on the other side of the map. But
are you going to lose Pure?
I mean, maybe. He's gonna have to chrono again. Oh man! And again, not even the Rolling Thunder required to be used. He still has it. He's still gonna go after him. Oh, Pure, why did you run back? Now Sumail's gonna catch you. Got him on the Orchid. A little bit damage with the Spirit Vessel. Is it enough? A tick out, not quite enough. A beautiful Soul Bite sets up the kill on the Pango, and maybe Sumail's Nature's Prophet as well. It takes a little bit to wear through him. Nice phase shift dodge. Big damage was coming out from Omar. GPK's life threatened, but he managed to dodge it all. Keeping up with Sumail. Got to be careful of that Wrath of Nature, though. Could it be big
Sunder
damage?
save.
Nice Sunder save. Beautiful setup from Ghost to make sure they do not bleed out a Sumail kill. He is level 12. He is worth a hefty amount when it comes to that experience. Managed to prevent losses there. Nigma
That evened out a solid chunk of this lead.
Is this going to be yet another defensive phase shift from Miro? Runs right into GH, and now it's a question, can he even survive? The two supports tossing him up in the air. Sumail canceled his teleport, but they still blocked him in with the ice shards. Still got him inside of the sprout.
Oh,
and a
he's
teleport away. Ooh, it's just enough heal.
And look at the space it created. Another play on Noob.
That's
GPK.
true. GPK is finding openings around this map as they keep on going for the side lanes. GPK is responding. They have picked up on Nigma Galaxy's tempo, and they are beginning to match them.
Are scanning.
This Puck and Grim are doing so much to salvage this game. If they get another kill here,
Big Swell will stop that. GH, he'll fall yet again.
these two playmakers, man, you can never count them out. Letting the Tiny lead the charge. Gonna try and find a nice target, just toss him in, combo him down.
Oh, Pure, he's on the low ground right now. That would have been a huge catch. You still have a chance, though. They're gonna run into Katomi. Katomi breaks it, blink for blink, though. He thought that was gonna be the play, but Omar has him met.
I mean, honestly, BB team they'll take that.
Sure.
Like, lead.
Going straight to Roshan, and in a minute's time, Tormentor is going to spawn in the top left. Them being in this part of the map feels incredible for them.
It's gonna be an efficient sequence for them. I mean, all of BB team are farming, so you're not gonna gain a lot of net worth off this play, but you're gonna get a lot of objective pace out of it.
Yeah.
And you can turn that into more gold later. You can pressure some tier 2s. You can play more aggressive on the side lanes.
You see what Katomi's up to? They're going to get this Roshan, but I think BBT have made the call that if they try and go for Tormentor, they want to take that team fight. They've got
they're
Chronosphere. Would
They
be
saw
a
him on the
perfect
ward.
target for them. They smoke up.
They did see him for a brief second there.
Now it's a question of reactions. Got a Static Storm on 2, only catching the Tiny inside.
It's a valuable target.
They do manage to take him out. Ghost is right in the middle of them, but with that Aegis. So they can't turn and focus on this Terrorblade, but can they chase? They go for the Chronosphere on a Sumail. They say ignore that Aegis, go straight for the big guy. Another Sunder save out from Ghost, and Sumail, not dead yet, turns it back around with an Orchid. Can't finish off Pure either. The timer goes off. Sumail run down by Miro, and he's got a decent amount of damage onto Ghost, who sundered earlier. Has to dodge the Rolling Thunder, though. BB team have wisely called it quits, at least for now. Ducking into the trees, a teleport away, denied as the Avalanche covers him. Miro, he'll be the one to fall, but BB team, it's 2 cores in exchange for some kills, a buyback, and a very important kill on that Nature's Prophet yet again.
Expensive buyback from Omar. Does secure the Puck kill, so you can argue it's worth it, but the fact they brought him down at the start of the fight, super valuable. Frees up that fight for GPK, barring the buyback. Eventually pays the price. And man, Sumail just got chunked from those Lycan summons. He took 2,000 damage from Lycan in that fight. Just got whittled down. The Chrono came in at the end. He got sundered and then killed through it again.
Shout out to Ghost, though, twice now with the Sunder saves on Sumail. Those are very clutch pickups, especially since that boost of HP, I mean, the Nature's... They back away and will give their tier 2 up to Nigma Galaxy.
Trying to get something out of this Aegis period. It feels like Pure recovered in this game, though. I mean,
It's removed from PB team.
this is nasty if it lands.
Once again, the deadly duo of GPK and Save. They found an opening, and it's going to be on Noob. And they got a beautiful Soul Bite. How to Save keep getting this. A snowball goes off, picks it up, and maybe it bails him out as he blinks away onto Noob's Pango. He's not dead yet. He got off the Rolling Thunder, but a physical hit will finish him off. That's enough. Meanwhile, Miro chasing after Sumail. Trapped inside the Sprout, makes a run for it, a glimpse back. But Miro, he really can't stand up toe-to-toe. But the other two, the Mobile Heroes, another Sunder, another attempted save. But this time it's not good enough. But it got off the Orchid onto Pure. A trade of mid for carry. And an Aegis now as Ghost brought low by his own Sunder. Does he have the survivability to get out on this second life, or is GH? Is he going to be left behind? Ghost trying to help him out. GPK and all their mobility, they just keep on swarming in and out of the fight, hounding after Nigma Galaxy.
He wants GH here.
And they've got the glimpse back to do it. Ghost will have to give up the chase. He'll go back to farm. GH will create what little space he can. BB team, they lost their carry, but
the Furion had his shot to completely snowball this game. He's going to have to try and scale too. But the pace that GPK is setting, he has an amp damage right now, 6, 2, and 8.
Haste, amp damage, and bigger moves than Omar's got. He jumps away from the initiation, and now right into the middle, the thick of it. The Static Storm gets one, looks after GH next, but he jumps away to his Curveball Orb. He puts a little pressure on Nigma Galaxy, threatens to overwhelm them, and then backs away. There's no need to keep up the pressure. He created the space. People's locking down this puck. It's only going to be worse because Faceless Void is going to be just as mobile as this hero. Given a little extra help there with the Grimstroke. Not quite the stun combination they were looking for this time around. Noob trying to use his shard to make sure he gets a lockdown after the phase shift, but there's still the Yules. GPK does manage to get away in the Rolling Thunder. Being used like that, Nigma Galaxy, they got to probably take a break a little bit. The team fights have not been clearly...
But the Lycan doesn't have to be the first one in. I think for BB, that's ideal. Which is another reason why if you're Nigma Galaxy, if you can start these fights on your terms with a tiny initiation, it's going to feel a lot better for you.
That's up to Noob. He's got to get that Rolling Thunder, Blink Dagger initiation. They can't afford to be picked off underneath their tower like this. All the support ults being dropped on this Nature's Prophet. Feeling they got it for sure, but this Rolling Thunder is just beautiful. A bowling ball right through the middle of BB team has taken out 2 cores and freed Samael. He may have died, but they got a 1-for-3 exchange, and only a Blink Dagger will bail out this Grimstroke from death that was close.
Around this Terrorblade in the fight as well. He is the majority of your damage because the Pango.
Oh, they've got a good high ground ward. These two are walking straight into it. Omar's going to TP away, but Noob, not as lucky. He's going to be trapped inside of a Static Storm. No saves available here. His Courier does manage to get away.
I mean, they would love for someone to wander in and you just toss it back, but that is not going to happen when you have Wolves to scout.
And if your BB team, time is on your side, right? You don't have to force anything here.
Oh yeah, Pure is telling the team, yo, good job. I'm back in the game. I'm farmed up. I have BK around these sentries with the Wolf scouting. Level 20 puck already, so you got that Waning Rift cooldown on top of the Octarine. That's where this hero just becomes almost impossible to kill.
Yeah.
Not
Brother, they're doing Tormentor right now. This is just flat out unacceptable.
That's the Lycan shard too.
Aghanim Scepter on the Disruptor. It feels like there's just crucial items flowing in for BB team. Nigma Galaxy, maybe they find a massive opening though. It was all worth the wait if they could kill this Disruptor and then do more with it. It can't just be a pickoff. It's got to be taking this fight to Roche and seeing what BB team do. Oh, look at Pierre again, on the opposite side of Roshan saying, go ahead, if you want Roche, you can take it. And Nigma Galaxy will oblige.
But do BB want to give it up here? They just got Pharasma on puck. They have BKB on the Lycan. This is a fight they can take, especially with Chrono around the pit. And once more, Nigma Galaxy hesitating on this play, right? Not making a 100% call to go for Roche. They rather take the fight. This could be correct, but it feels like this Roche has been in the making for 5 minutes now.
Yeah, Pure joins his team in this smoke, and now the Disruptor is back into play.
Look for the tiny jump. It means so much for Nigma Galaxy here.
What does he got to get?
He's got to find something, either Disruptor or
They see this
target.
Disruptor. They're after him. They've got the lane ward to be able to spot him out. They know he's on the edges here, but can they get to him? A Rolling Thunder trying to chase him down and Faceless Void. They will lock down the Nature's Prophet, sure, but you already lost your Disruptor. It's going to be crucial heroes dead on both sides for the team fight. Puck, maybe he can get away off this blink, manage to get a coil onto GH. He wants to deal with these safe supports, and Pure, he can help him out with the damage. They got to bounce away from Ghost.
They're just kiting him out right now. They know the control is gone.
Yeah, no Rolling Thunder, and now the buybacks on the supports. BB team, they just back away. They call it quits.
Gotta respect the Terrorblade. His damage hurts, though.
3,000 damage. up on a single hero. And look at GPK, he's still bouncing in and out right on top of Nigma Galaxy. They don't know what to do about him.
They can't do anything about him. Double support buyback, you still can't find this puck, and your meta's about to wear out. So do you have the confidence to go for Roche here with the ultis on cooldown? It looks like the call from Ghost is no. This Roche will continue to get delayed.
And that pretty much guarantees that there's going to be another fight with another Chronosphere.
Yep.
Sumail committing for that kill had to have known that he was going to get Chrono.
I mean, he has to, right? Like, you have to take this Disruptor out of the fight.
Our scan
It's too deadly for your cores.
GPK. Oh yeah! A coil static storm with an Aghanim Scepter, a snowball pickup. Sorry, GH, all that does is put you in the kill zone. Pure will go to work on Sumail. There's just nothing Nigma Galaxy can do about the team fight now.
This game is slipping away one fight at a time. You're getting outscaled. You're getting out-controlled. You need too many items to power through it right now. And that man right there, GPK, he salvages mid-game and he is taking over the late game. Suddenly, Pure has all the damage he needs. The fights are just becoming too easy. You throw out the coil, you throw out a soulbind, you land a static storm. That fight is just probably over. There's no way to bail it out like last game. There is no team does not have the gold for it. It's a long way away. This is a huge window for BB to try and just end this game, especially pushing towards these 25 talents. You have backtrack coming. You just got Coil Pierce's debuff immunity. I mean, this lineup scale is just insane. And of course, Save, he eventually got to Dark Portrait in this game. That is another spell you have to worry about. You give up a big blink with this Terrorblade on top, you're going to be playing against a very strong Terrorblade illusion. Into that Aegis. If you run into the Faceless Void first, the fight is just going to be impossible. You have to find the backside of BB's formation. Find those supports, find the puck, find the Disruptor.
What can they do with this? They get into the high ground. That's already a decent start. And they spot the Grimstroke, hit him with the Rolling Thunder. The team can't quite jump in as aggressively, but they've already killed the Grimstroke. That's a great start.
Oh, yeah.
The Aghanim Scepter, give it over. Wolf Bite on the Faceless Void. He's going to jump in 3-man Chronosphere, and he starts going to work on Ghost. Can he kill Ghost? Easily. Can he kill more? Without a doubt. He's already taken out 2 supports, and oh my god, Sumail just made mincemeat. They can kill a hero, maybe 2. But once Pure gets involved, it's all over.
Dude, that wolf fight was straight nasty. A wolf above time just demolished them in a second. No hesitation.
Left with only 2 buybacks here.
He got glimpsed of Fountain. Oh, I thought he got glimpsed. I guess they will defend it here with buybacks, but...
Our BB team actually going to back away because you still have a minute left on this Aegis.
Nah, you have Aegis, you push it.
Yeah, Pure doesn't even need Chronosphere to be a threat. They get a couple of the buildings and will actually give her...
Is it?
Or is the Wolf Bite?
He's just going in.
The Wolf is at your door. He's knocking the damn door down. That's going to be Barracks gone yet again. And Pure waits for his next victim. New pulled back in from the glimpse. All right, got the Rolling Thunder out of him. Time walks. Wait, I'm back in. Hit by an avalanche. But of course, even if they could kill him, he still has that extra life. GH, he throws out the punch just to try and save his own life. Miro's going to chase after. Oh, 1,000 damage crit to finish him off. Got him inside the Sprout. And Miro doesn't actually have a way out of this one. The Quelling Blade's still on cooldown. But what about the rest of them? Side the Vice, put onto the Faceless Void. They ignore him for now. Coil onto 2. Onto Nature's Prophet. Pure's going to jump in after him. And he's got the Nature's Prophet. Again, he does not need Chronosphere to just knock you down. Just full-on auto attacks all the way through. A click into the base. Whether it's heroes or buildings, they will all fall. Unless Pure can be locked inside the fountain. No, good try. But he's going to kill you in the fountain. Is that what you wanted? Because you can have it. Into the fountain goes Pure. He wipes out Nigma Galaxy in their own fountain to push us to a Game 3.
Game 3.
Listen,
that's a lot of execution.
I don't like to call suspect to pauses, but that one was pretty funny. You chase after Noob, you can't get the first blood, and then he snipes your courier. Pauses immediately. Oh, sorry, I gotta fix my mouse real quick, guys.
Sometimes you just gotta send a message, you know?
It did send a message. All right, laning phase-wise, we saw that Nigma Galaxy, both Game 1 and Game 2, were able to get a lot done in some of this early game. I feel like BB team had cooked up a better idea into game 2, gave themselves a better chance in not being run over, and they did manage to push it late game, where that was definitely where their draft was enabled. What is this game 3 looking like between these two teams?
Probably closer to game 2 than game 1 in terms of Nigma Galaxy want this Furion to control the pace of the game, particularly in the early portion. That's a huge kill. We'll get to that in a second. If the side lanes can do better than they did in game 2 and the Furion can connect to them more reliably, I think they showed the power of that going to Pure in this safe lane and shutting him down with the extra numbers and the extra rotations. Yeah. That did a lot of damage to that Faceless Void. If they can repeat that, they can achieve something similar here. TA is a hero that recovers faster, but could have a hard time fighting into the Morph lane in some of the later fights if the Morph lane's a decent enough position ahead of him.
Yeah.
Which should be the case. Like, I expect Ghost to farm on this lane. I think Miro will also farm on this lane. I don't think either core is really going to get shut down. Save should have a better early game. This will be the tough lane for Nigma to rotate into, especially if the Centaur doesn't get chipped down. But the real X factor here is, like, they gave GPK his puck again. And to me, that was the hero in game 2. This puck is what won BB game 2.
Oh, 100%. When they were down, he was the one who clawed it all back for BB team in that game 2. We had the pick off on Pure. You said we get back to that one. You said that the importance of being able to walk away with a win in some of these lanes. That pickup came out of nowhere. A dead shot into a spear. I mean, that takes really cool amount of coordination between these two. Omar and Noob have been cooking on this laning phase.
Showing up on land with the crowd. Kurl's talked about it for years, right?
Yeah.
This team performs best when the spotlight is at its brightest.
And it was easy to say for, old squad when you still had Miracle on the lineup, when Kurl was still playing with them, you could always say, oh, they step it up on land. But the fact that the new guys to the squad are stepping up on land when they're needed most, particularly guys who have been drawing the most amount of criticism, the fact that they have coming through in this series has been a massive win. GH and Ghost, though, maybe they found an opening. A second kill, perhaps, on the docket. A stun goes out, but the snowball pickup once again from GH. It's good, not good enough. A blood grenade turnaround, and it's GH who dies instead.
So hard to win that trade when you lose Lotus. This Centaur's untouchable. Still a Fairy Fire on save. Lotus potentially could have been passed in that situation. And this lane's just not the highest damage lane. I mean, Morphling Tusk is fine, but to get aggressive, you have to be really punishing the core, and Ghost getting sniped.
No! He went all the way down to agility. He had a full 10 stick charges. He got up to full, and somehow he gets surprised by the stun of the Centaur and just bursts it down before he can morph up strength and time.
2 points in that stroke, dealing a lot of damage. This lane can definitely catch you off guard. Kind of reminds me of that Tusk Dawnbreaker lane. Like, if they're on top of you and they get the full combo, they're going to kill anybody. Maybe not Morphling if he gets Morph off, but GH is super susceptible here. And if he goes down and this lane becomes rough, you're going to lose some farm on Ghost up here, which is not what you want when you're trying to create this carry differential.
Well, I think it's fair to say that the laning phase has not been the cleanest for either safe lane, as now Pure under threat, and this one, well, that's just not fair. Outnumbered as Sumail teleports in. They get the pickup on Pure yet again.
I don't think it's possible to avoid 1 or 2 deaths on TA in this laning phase if Sumail commits his rotations to that lane. There's too much easy setup with the Mars Morta. There's too much overwhelming damage for TA to get out of that lane. She's not fast enough. You have to accept a little collateral damage down there if your BB team just power through it and get some stacks up, right? Look for the Ancients, look for the recovery of TA in the jungle. It's definitely doable this game, but Sumail is going to get a lot if he keeps going down there.
So if you know there is likely to be that kind of collateral, why did BB team chose to go for the Templar Assassin last?
Maybe for that reason. If the Furion's going to rotate around and punish the lanes, we want a hero that can at least recover well in the jungle, can give us Roshan later, can contribute to fights early, even if he's behind, right? Just get a Deso, Dragonlance and stuff. He can join fights, he can clean up.
A sneaky move, GH, he leaves Ghost alone. You said that's the one hero that can survive through the double burst of Centaur Grimstroke. He's going to add yet another hero. Pure, after all, he just died. He just teleported in. If they could catch him with a 3-man again, Pure trying to be safe, but he got dead shotted. A beautiful position out from Omar, and now Pure desperately needs help. A spear that wins, but still with Sumail adding a 4th hero to the mix, they are simply outnumbered. Good snowball pickup from GH, and tries to get it with Inkswell, does manage to get it, but still, what a massive win. Nigma Galaxy, now it's gonna be Pure, doing a walk of shame perhaps. Nope, this TP scroll is gonna be back up in 5 seconds, but taking him off the laning phase a 3rd time in a row, that is rough.
He just wants levels right now. Just wants to be left alone to get some experience. Even the CS isn't as important as him getting the experience up off this laning phase. He invested in Raindrop, Wand, Fairy Fires, everything to try and survive that gank. He knew it was coming. Just can't do anything about it. Strength of the Furion in this early game. Wrath of Nature online. Burn charges online. Sumail super strong on the map right now. Just pick your point of attack. Again, I think this Centaur is going to be the hardest target to go on, but you do have damage now with the Furion if he wishes to join. They're going to bring numbers up here. They might be eyeing Miro. It'd be a big kill, big prize, extra experience for Ghost as well.
Katomi trying to match GH in this. It's not going to work at all. Gets caught in the process of moving around the map through that gate.
Looking at the Wisdom Shrine. Not going to be here in time. Unless
the Furion really wants to commit for it, and he does. He teleports in just in the nick of time, and here comes the reinforcements. A snowball that picks him up, a snowball that hits into 2. Big damage on a save, but still, though, with GPK coming in from behind, he's got a good coil, but he can't seem to do quite enough damage to burst these heroes down. They walk away, the winners of the Shrine of Wisdom, but can they survive? GPK, does he stick around? He doesn't jump to his orb. He needs a little bit of help, and a Wing Rift. He gets over the trees, Save trying to get this angle. He gets it through the neutrals, and into all 3. What a swing from Save that helps them collect 2 kills and almost finds the 3rd on the Ghost.
Once again, it is Save and GPK making something out of nothing here, and this puck wreaking havoc. Almost goes down 1 hit away. He got at least 3 or 4 orbs off in that fight. Just so much damage. 6 orbs off in that fight is ridiculous. And that could have been even more devastating because he solo coiled the Morphling. That coil could have gone on everybody there.
Tag team in the fast play continues. Nigma Galaxy. Oh no! The spear didn't land as GH tried to snowball through. It breaks through some of the trees. And GPK, once again, he knows the name of Sumail and how he's going to be moving around the map. He's got to match it as much as possible. He's got to see his own name up there on the kill feed. He tries to find an opening onto the mid-Muerta. Sumail returns back to lane, though. Sumail unable to find his own kill in the bottom lane thanks to a Stampede being used.
It's a big dodge. Again, trying to get levels up on Pure. This means he can get to level 6. No charges for the
sneaking little play. Silence from behind. Too much damage. This trio overwhelms, but so does the GH Omar duo. You get a little bit of help from
strong support duos in this game, especially against the carries, against the mid laners. A lot of silence, a lot of disable. Helms for both offlaners here, just trying to bring the towers down, sustain themselves on lane, but it's definitely Miro getting the better of the situation. This Centaur is fat, man. He got double Morphling kills on the lane, absolute free farm into a tower. It's gonna be a really fast blade mail blink, and then he's just a beast in the fight. No one's gonna want to put the damage into him at that point.
It's going to be fast, slowed down a little bit by that Helmadon. Sits in a lane, you don't really want to go for him, but he doesn't have the best way to hit tower. Well, now you've got a tool to do so.
Or he can farm top wave while making the move towards mid.
That's currently what he's looking at, though, the opening to snap.
On to GPK, they want to land that calling.
They can get the Sprout into the silence, beautiful stop. Execution on point, but Katomi saved GPK for now, thanks to that Fate's Edict blocking away all that magic damage. They threw a ton of damage at him in that window. The Fate's Edict just blocks it all.
Plays like he's on recovery duty, doesn't have a lot to contribute. The Vlad's isn't even there.
Oob, he knows where Pure is. And just solo kills his courier. Pure recognizing what's coming his way, but there's still going to be a Nature's Prophet. Blocks him out with a Sprout. Beautiful. Gets the Sprout in front of him to ensure that a Quelling Blade will not ensure an escape from Pure. He is stuck.
We hounded him.
It's kind of looking like the early game of Game 1, right? Where his lone Druid was just being hounded non-stop.
Or
GPK,
like Game 2, where his Faceless Void was hounded non-stop.
That's true.
I mean, they have just had his number this series.
And amp damage makes it a whole lot easier, GH. He tried to stick around, tried to pull the aggro off the tower, and does actually do so successfully. No jump to the orb. GPK will get a help from Miro, though. this tower was going to die one way or another. That one was fine, but the re-smoke and running around still not getting anything. I mean, good call for Nigma Galaxy playing the hard edges of the map in the first place.
Felt like they could have gone either to Wisdom Shrine or bottom tier 1. Like, there were objectives on the map to lead these smokes into. Even if you miss, you're going to get something out of it.
Yep.
They were just hungry for kills. Swing and a miss. Nigma Galaxy, like, the calling to throw out. But again, the execution just has to be there. You have to connect the right spells on the right targets. You have to land this calling on the puck at some point in the middle of the fight. You have to get an arena that either catches the Oracle or splits the fight up in a way where this save isn't problematic for you. It's just so hard. Even if you see GPK, he walks into you, go on him, it doesn't do you any good if no one's checking the Oracle at the same time.
Ridiculous.
Regeneration.
Looks like Save and Miro have got the heads up. Nigma Galaxy. They're moving into this side of the neighborhood.
I have all the vision down here. Nice observer ward, defensive and traps on top of it.
The master at work.
In fact, there is just no play around. Makes Sumail's life a lot harder. You just can't TP on anything you see on the map because you don't know where a lot of this turnaround potential is.
Yeah, I feel a little torn because I agree with you. The objectives are not looking good, but this is the third smoke from BB team, and all they've gotten out of it is a 1 GH kill.
You're the TA, you can give him 5 deaths on that laning phase, but if he hits his timing and takes Aegis, none of it matters.
Noob doesn't want to give it up without a fight, but it's going to be hard to get into that pit without a blink dagger. Maybe if they get an early pick off on GPK, but it would require some sentries. They drop one. GPK a little bit too far away. They hit him with the Yules, but he's already been silenced. He can't spear off of that. They can't calling, though. They hit him with a calling. They get him with a follow-up, but they have vision inside, and False Promise bails out GPK and pretty much kills anything that Nigma Galaxy is hoping for. As Miro jumps in and hits the 3-man ink swell. They have the Avalanche there as well. That's going to slow him down. They managed to get the spear onto the Templar Assassin, but no damage whatsoever. Ghost did a lot, though. Managed to finish off both the Centaur and put the Templar Assassin down to health, and now he's tearing into this Oracle. Where did Ghost come from, and how did he manage to do all that? Here, he gets caught by Sumail as he teleports back in, and Ghost finds another.
That looked so good for a BB team.
It
did. Ended so bad. This Centaur just destroyed them. Reflected a lot of damage. Got the double edge off. There was a soul bind. You had Puck throwing spells in. Initiation did not yield you the kill on him. None of it mattered.
Oh, GPK. That was a bold move. Tries to snatch away an Aegis. He will get neither the Roshan kill nor the immortality.
I mean, the Fury on Vessel just did work in that fight. Sprout kind of blocked off the ramp. Ghost get hounded a little bit, but tough target to bring down.
And not only do they fail to take away the Aegis from the pit, they would be real nasty.
A 7th death for him.
He blinks back. Ghost tries to get in front of him. Not able to do so. Stampede gets him ahead. Still got him inside the Sprout, but he cuts his way free. Good attempt. They'll just take that momentum to hit the tower instead. They could still go back for the Tormentor anytime they want.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was all the Mjolnir timing on the Furion. You're strong right now. Try and take as many objectives as you can. 2.5 minutes left on this Aegis. See who gets the shard. Go to Omar. Not the one you would have run it right now, but it gives you a little more scaling over the course of a long game.
And might be not with their full 5 either. They're going to live pure behind to find farm and go with a 4-man squad to quickly kill the Mars. Can they get out? Sumail, he's going to try and stop them. Centaur and Centaur violence. Miro trying to get away. Ice Shard blocks him in. And he's kind of stuck. He does have BKB. Is he going to pop it and TP out and can't even get out fast enough? Ghost, he's a bit afraid.
Very awkward for staff. Sprout just messes with you sometimes. And
yeah.
Not the BKB charge he wanted to use there.
Not at all.
It's very fast BKB. It's a 9-second duration just to run away. You can go in an arena, take away some of the vision, try and burst a target down. BKB helps you just commit head on a lot better. Aegis about to expire soon. At this point, I mean, I think Pure is just farming for them.
Yeah. BB team, they know this push is coming, and I doubt they're willing to fight it.
Man, everybody got to BKB at the same time. 6 BKBs across all the course in this game arrived within like the last minute. The last big item to come out here is that Ags for save. He's very close, just rushing that Dark Portrait this game. He wants to create a copy of Ghost to finally potentially find that backline at the start of the fight.
GPK, he's gonna break it. Breaks the smoke. GH, he drops, but immediately a coil onto 2. He goes after, but he's gonna be hit by the calling. He's got the BKB and they just burst it down Ghost. He didn't see that initiation coming, and try as you might on Noob to be able to get a good arena here. It's not bad, but it's just Sumail to be able to help you out with the damage. They maybe get both supports. No, Kataomi bails himself out with his own false promise and turns it back around on GH while GPK runs down Omar. Now Noob, who's still contending with his Morphing Illusion, it makes short work of him. All it takes is one stun, and Save goes to work.
6 stun chain on that Morphling. At the same time, if you're Ghost and you're running in that river, you have to respect the all-in capability of this PB lineup. He underestimated it, maybe expected a snowball save. None of that came through. And you just got 100-0. No BKB pop for this Morphling. Would have changed that fight drastically. BB get handed a massive kill at a pivotal point in this game 3. And they're going to take the lead here. Pure will gobble up this Aegis, man.
Nigma Galaxy. They won control back of this game, and they're going to try to chase after Pure. They don't quite get that, and their turnaround from GPK is swift. He catches Omar out. Now looking for more with the coil. Grabs the Morphling. He's going to stun himself. Here comes that Centaur. Here, oh, what a save from Noob, but still, the stuns land. No BKB from Ghost 2 times in a row.
These are insanely impactful. And Pure is just loving it right now.
Boy's getting large. And Sumail, I mean, he's just treading water. He may be top net worth, but he's not creating a gap. Noob, with Spear. And is that going to cost him his life here?
He's got Gem on him.
Sumail gives him a little bit of backup here, throws out the Sprout. Pure just blinks out of it. Fraction block of the damage. And Noob at half HP. GPK does get silenced, but there goes that BKB. A punch comes out. GH. He catches GPK, who thought he was going to be fine thanks to the BKB. But there are multiple counters coming out from Nigma Galaxy.
Super nice jump from GH. Salvaging the last few minutes here. As the AC arrives for the Furion, that'll give Sumail a lot more staying power. You can just look at this Tormentor real quick. Get some bonus gold for your team.
Oh, that's going to cost Omar his life and almost GH as well.
Solid shard, though. He got first. So if Mirror can get in there, be on the front line, cause some chaos, it'll set the fight up for the other 2 high damage cores as they're going to take this aggressive smoke. Aegis expiring in 20 seconds.
Yeah, this feels a little rushed. They do get the initiation on Ghost. And GH trying to save him, but not again! Once again, the initiation from BB Team is just too good for Nigma Galaxy to keep up. GH did what he could. He tried to get the snowball save, but the Soulbind, it's too hard of a counter. The BKB doesn't go off, and
now you've given up another big kill into a big opening. Even more levels going into Pure as he works towards that 25. Still has the banner. Just rush the Swift Blink going into Daedalus. More burst.
I mean, at this point, Avery, it feels like a game that has gone the direction it has off of just whatever team makes less mistakes at this point.
That's TI. The pressure at the moment, it gets to you. Your opponents make more than making brilliant plays of your own. And right now, Nigma are making some big mistakes. They've got to reset here.
Oh, and Pure quick with the manage to get the blink away. A little bit of Force Staff, a Stampede to help him out. He gets hit by the Snowball Stun, but that's not good enough. Miro, a quick execution. Meanwhile, Dude does what he can. He stops the Grimstroke. Can they do something now the Grimstroke is gone? Ghost's gonna challenge Pure. He pops his own Templar Assassin Refraction here and goes after GPK, trying to burst him down. He gets one last hit in. Not enough to finish off Noob. GPK is low. A Deadshot comes across. A Fate to protect him for now. And the Templar Assassin. Ooh, he got shredded there. GH on the second life enables his core to win a fight.
And get a tier 2 off this. Nigma Galaxy not out of this yet. They will strike back. And honestly, I mean, this game it's on Sumail. Let's be real. Like, the fights have not gone Ghost's way, but this Furion has put it in the work. He is top net worth. He just hit level 25 first in the game. So no teleport cooldown for him. AC done. Hurricane Pike done. He is massive. He can do some serious damage in combination with this Tusk. All eyes on Sumail in these fights.
And Ghost, he's also not fully out of it. He's got a Daedalus. His damage is ramping up.
I like how Nigma are scaling right now, though. These two right clickers, man. You're going to have another Daedalus on this Furion if Sumail wants to buy for it. What is this play?
I have no idea, but he's going to get punished for it.
What?
He's going to get punished real bad. I mean, you said he was holding it all down for Nigma Galaxy, and all of a sudden he just throws it all away, and now his team is left without that opportunity. They jump back in onto Pure, but they got the false promise on him. Big damage got thrown out. Hurricane Pike bounces back. Soulbind. They dealt with the illusions as best they could, but they're down. They're low. And JPK, he pounced in for the kill. A quick dagger to finish off the GH. Ghost, a teleport away from Miro. A turn on a dime there from BB Team as they get what kills they can, and then call it quits on the fight.
In fact, maximum.
And BB Team, they have this small window where GH is still down. Nigma Galaxy, they're trying to make their way here into the pit.
They
Can they get there fast enough?
15 seconds.
He's got his blink, he's got his scythe. It's got to be one hell of a jump. Can he get in? Digest on at the right time. And a massive Spiro! GPK makes the jump in. The agency gets grabbed by Pure. As good as it was for Noob, it wasn't good enough. Sumail falls, sets a die back there, and Ghost is fighting for his and his team's life. But he's got to get out of here. He leaves his supports behind. No! He is stopped at the gates. He will not make it back to his base. Everyone on Nigma Galaxy is gone.
How did...
But they couldn't get it. And now BB Team, one buyback left. Nigma Galaxy, all they have is Ghost. There is nothing to stop BB Team. The 5-man with the extra Aegis, they will go straight through the tier 4s. They will take the throne. Nigma Galaxy will have to cobble together some 4 versus 5.
They need time. They need the Mars up. They need his control to go in tandem with the Morphling. Still will not have a BKB for this fight. 20-second cooldown for Ghost.
A glyph goes out, but what are you stalling for? You're not going to have Sumail in this one. You're going to need a miracle. Now
gone.
Ghost is gone. Your carry's dead once again. And this is done. This is over. There is no hope left for Nigma Galaxy in the upper bracket. They will be overrun and overwhelmed as BB Team take a convincing control and end things here and now. BB Team are top 6 at the International.
What a victory for this